Hi, welcome. I'm Katie Moonstone, and this is your weekly energy reading update from May 24th through May 31st. We're getting down to the end of May. So astrology is bound to repeat itself since the ecliptic is cyclical, right? So it's up to us, humanity, to learn from each cycle, break the destructive patterns, and then innovate from there. So before you were born, the Creator showed you your whole life. Here's the life that you're going to sign up for. And you chose it. You signed up for it. So somewhere along the way, or something that you've seen, you must have seen something that made it worth signing up for. And then he said to some of you that I'm going to show you pain. Then you're going to take that pain and help others because now you understand it. This is empathy. And yes, sometimes the healed version of you is a little bit more meaner this time around. Because of what you had to go through, maybe you did this all on your own, and to be the you that you are today. So just don't keep your heart so closed off, okay? So for many of you, that might be where you might be at this time. Just know, for if you do wrong to those who were good to you, you will have trouble the rest of your life. That's Proverbs 17:13. And if God trusted you with a heart that loves so deeply, He has prepared someone who knows exactly how to cherish it. Proverbs 18:22. Okay? Starting May 25th, expect a more lighter and freer this Gemini season, because now we're in Gemini season. Let me retract my words. So now we're in Gemini season, so things are going to feel a little bit more lighter, more freer, and a little bit more fast paced, okay? Mercury comes home to Gemini following a new moon in Gemini on the 26th of May at 11:02 p.m. This new moon week will hit a bit different, giving a more of a fresh air, clear sky, renewed curiosity, and permission to float a little, because Geminis like to dream a little bit, right? So welcome to our world. The final week of May is the breath you finally get after swimming through Scorpio and Taurus. So the cosmos cleared the vibes. They cleared out the old vibes. Now you can enjoy laughter, love, and lightness in a little play this week. So this only comes after a major transformation though. So some of you might not feel that this week. It might go into the next week. Some of you might be sitting in transformation right now. Just remember, you're not who you were 2 weeks ago. Things change. This week gives you a moment to integrate all the hard-earned clarity from the past few weeks and into something that feels a little more spacious, open, and aligned. Saturn transits in Aries for the first time since 1999. And I keep hearing that Prince song in my head. So it's time to be and act as the new version of you. Saturn in Aries says, it's go time. Also, because Saturn has returned to Aries, a lot of fire signs may get that instant karma right away. Or, and then some of you, because it's like a Saturn return to some of you males out there, you're closing out or finishing up, closing out and paying karmic debts. So with Mercury and the new moon in Gemini this week, you're going to feel more aligned. Things will start feeling more aligned since 2025. So it's time to have the conversations that everyone's been avoiding, and it's time to tell the universe exactly what it is that you want and better, okay? Remember, the universe is not on a budget, so you don't need to be either. Think movement, magic, and fresh starts. This has all to do with a cosmic wink. Manifest with words this week, okay? Because Gemini is an air sign, and also the moon is traveling through Libra. So this is heavy air sign. So everything you want to manifest this time around, you need to watch your words. This week you learn that being brave starts with your voice. And trust me, your voice is going to want to be heard this week. Being brave doesn't mean shouting. It means saying exactly what you mean and then letting the world adjust accordingly. So basically, speak your truth, and if people can't handle it, they have the option to adjust to it or to let it go and walk away. Either way, you're still going to win because you got rid of something and now someone can come in that's more aligned or that is more in their truth to match you. So just set intentions, and not for the week, but for the entire month, because Gemini is 30 days. We're just beginning. So set the intentions on the new moon for the next month. So what would you want to like, what are your intentions? What would you like to set? So Gemini is entering, so all you Geminis out there, happy birthday. Geminis are entering their solar return season. With Saturn and Aries, this activates your sector in community, legacy, and the role you play with the collective. So being the leader means, basically it's time for you to step up to be the leader, but you're going to be the leader that you have been looking for, okay? Saturn is going to be asking people, and this is for all zodiac signs, once Saturn hits Aries, which will be on the 25th, Saturn is asking people, hey, it's time to re-engage into something more meaningful. That's going to hit differently for everyone out there. So start getting excited to attract new people, new resources, and new opportunities that will match the new you now and not the you used to be. This week will be lighter, faster, and more social, and a little more mentally chaotic than Taurus season. The moon moves through Libra, so we have until the 27th to work with the full heavy air sign energy. And this means stepping out of your comfort zones, being just, and finding balance within yourselves. And once you do that, once you find balance within yourself, that ripples out to your exterior world, right? This is as within, so without. The goal this week is not to do everything all at once, and set 2 or 3 intentions that would genuinely change your life for good, for the good, or for the better of everyone involved. On the 28th, moon enters Scorpio, so that energy shifts from outward to inward. So as May comes to an end, we move closer to the Sagittarius full moon on the 31st. There is a growing awareness of how much you have changed in just the past month. Scorpio moon reveals what is hidden. Okay? And it's going to help you to recognize what you have outgrown, while the Sagittarius full moon approaching starts to whisper that it may be time to leave behind all the versions of your old lives, okay, that no longer fit. Let it go. With the heavy air energy, you can feel that you are ready to move on, even if you don't know where you're heading yet. Watch out for people who are pretending to evolve, yet staying emotionally attached or immature to spaces that no longer reflect who you are now. People pulling you back into the past or a past situation that no longer even makes sense. Watch out for watch out for people selling you a dream, but with no intention, no action, or proof of it. People playing mental games, because Mercury is all about, hold on. What I mean is, let me retract that. Mercury in the ruling sign of Gemini, okay? So when that comes home Geminis are all about intellect and speaking the truth, right? So the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords, right? So watch out for people playing mental games or people trying to be strategic. Now, the things about Gemini is this. You don't need to be strategic with a Gemini, and if you come with a game, we already can smell it before you even bring it to our doorstep. Many air signs are very intuitive. It's air energy, right? So we sense the energy before it even comes to our door. So people playing mental games, watch out for that. When we get to the end of the month, when air meets water, the mental and emotional games will begin again, okay? So let go of those people who will never have peace, because these people don't want you to have peace or a peace of mind. They like confusion. If these people keep you confused, they get to benefit off you, right? This week is about expansion and the kind of expansion rooted in self-belief rather than escapism. But yeah, watch out for people being strategic at this time. Many people always be wanting to play chess when people are playing checkers, right? So watch out for that. Now, and honestly, the only way you're going to win is just by speaking the truth, because the truth will set you free. But also, when people start playing games, there's always a motive behind it all. And watch out for like a lot of people who are trying not to grow. The selfishness in them is going to speak very loud. The fakeness, right? The wearing of the mask. But it's kind of funny because the masks actually have already fallen off. Just some people just don't want to deal with it anymore. So if you're a person that is still trying to wear a mask, trust me, people probably are turning their backs on you. Because now we're moving into an era of truth and authenticity. So going into that, the Scorpio moon reveals what's hidden. Oh yeah, I already said that. Sorry. Oh, what I was going to say is Gemini. Okay, so now that we're in Gemini season, Gemini rules the key body parts for this season is arms and hands. Why? Because it's expression with gestures. Some people talk with their hands. I know I do. Your lungs. So like breathing and expression. Mercury and Gemini also rules the nervous system. This is about your adaptive nature or dynamics. So people might want to attack like your nervous system, shoulders. You might feel pressure in the shoulders. So that's because of agility and expression, right? Maybe you're carrying something that you don't need to be carrying anymore. These areas may affect you. You're gonna want to clear your throat chakra during this time. And definitely take care of your nervous system during this time. So, because we're moving into this week, I came up with an affirmation to help with this, because now some pressure was never meant to stay in your body, and not in your body for as long as it may have. Your body has been carrying enough. So this week, get rid of it. Enough is enough, right? So say this affirmation to help your body soften into peace and ease again, so you can be the lighter side of Gemini, the childlike games, the wonder, because Geminis don't like to be serious, right? They like to have fun. They have that childlike energy. That's why usually when you see like an air sign walk into the room, the whole room stops. Just like Leos. You see a Leo walk into the room, they always got something to say, right? So that's one of the good perks of like Geminis, right? Is that they're fun, they're outgoing. That's what most people think. So say this affirmation with me, okay? I command every place carrying tension within me to release right now. My body softens into peace and ease, and so it is. You're welcome to say that as many times as you need for the entire week to help ease the whole transition, because I know like not a lot of people like the air energy, you know, especially like fire signs. They're not into the air energy. That kind of like wigs them out a little bit. But yeah, so things are we're starting to move into brighter days. Make sure you find your balance this week, because you know you still got the duality of this world in play, even though the whole world is in a transition right now. So let's get an advice card from your inner child. It's time to review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. So maybe this week you're going to review your responsibilities, because not all of those are yours. Maybe you've been carrying other people's responsibilities. Family situations might be coming up. Half of those family situations are probably not even yours to carry. So review your responsibilities. Drop the load. Let's get another advice card before we jump on into tarot. Somebody might not want to speak, but they're definitely, I feel like there's a lot somebody might want to say, but maybe they're holding back. Definitely clear that chakra, that throat chakra. Because we're stepping into a season where, you know, it's time to speak up. Allow and pay attention. These are the two cards that came out. Allow and pay attention. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's now safe to open yourself back up. So that just goes with exactly what I said in the beginning of this reading. And then pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that you have been given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. In order to to live your best life, you must be in your highest self. And it's time to detach. This came in reverse, so someone doesn't want to detach from somebody. So be careful of that. So again, be careful of people trying to pull you back into the past, the reason why people do that is because they can smell your blessings on you, right? You're about to move forward. Some people are scared. Oh my God, you're going to leave me behind. That's not true. Some people just don't want you to be happy. Trust me on that one. Some people get really jealous of other people's happiness. So I wouldn't worry too much about the evil eyes of others at this moment, because there's a lot of karmic debt that is being paid. Karmic justice has been served, and I know it has because the universe has told me, and I've gotten messages from other people like, hey, by the way, this person that did you wrong got fired from their job. You know, I've heard that. And I was just like, wow. I didn't ask for it, but it was just like, oh, okay. So, nice. Sometimes I feel bad for those people too, because it's like, but the energy that's heavy right now, especially in the air season, is what you put out will always return back to you. So if you're putting out nothing but, bad energy, like let's say you're a selfish person, and all you think about is yourself, well, guess what? You're going to attract every selfish person in that area around you. So, like I said, there's no honor amongst thieves. If you're a thief, many people, you're going to meet all the thieves in your, like they say, Like when a woman says, all I meet are dogs, all men are dogs. Well, the universe is going to show you every man that is a dog, you know? So be careful of your words for the rest of this month, because your words, people don't understand how much your words actually hold power. Your words are your will. I mean, even God spoke life into existence. So there you have it. Anyways, what does the collective need to know to move forward this week? What do we need to know to move forward this week? I do feel like many of you are getting your wish fulfillment. Someone has been exposed. Maybe some of you spoke your truth and exposed somebody. And because you exposed somebody, you either walked away or someone had to walk away from you. And it caused an upside down tower moment in someone's life, maybe yours too. It was basically, this is something that someone did not see coming, losing something you can never get back. Ooh, we have the Emperor. So an emperor typically are older males. They don't have to be. It's just someone who does the right thing for everyone involved. To be an emperor, they had to go through a lot of shit to be this emperor, right? So maybe many of you are going through a transformation and you had to lose something and walk away from the past because why? Maybe something got exposed to you, but it's going to make you a better person. It's going to make you an emperor. So some of you who may be a knight, you know, maybe you graduated to a king, now you're becoming emperor status. And you will get your justice. You will get your justice. Or, you know, maybe because you kept, you will get your justice. So this justice and balance has to be restored. So whatever you put out, you know, you reap what you sow, in other words. But you will get your justice. You might be leaving a job. You're not putting work and effort into something, and many of you are not celebrating this Memorial Weekend. I know it's Memorial Weekend here in the States. I live in the Mitten, so it's a little cold today, so me and my son, we went and watched a movie. We all ordered pizza and we kind of had a fun day. But some of you are not celebrating, and maybe this emperor is like, you know what, I've had enough. Someone might be blocked. I just had to fix my camera. Everything that happens in this reading is also a message for someone out there. Maybe someone tried to block you. Maybe someone's trying to locate you on your watch, you know, or something, but or someone's trying to watch you, but they're blocked from you. Maybe they're trying to get into your energy, but they feel blocked somehow. Somehow someone feels blocked from you. So anyways, at the end of the day, this emperor's soul can now rest and no help will be arriving. He's also healing from a broken heart, but he wasn't brokenhearted to begin with. And now he's ready to manifest. So it looks like many of you emperors out there, or ones that are in transformation, doing the right thing, you're on your beaten path. You're right where you need to be. Yes, you will get your justice. Let the energy balance out. Get some rest. And yes, you are manifesting at this time. And the universe is saying, yes, finally, thank you. Now the universe is going to co-create with you. Like, okay, you did the dirty work. Now we're going to reward you. Moving along. Oh, the universe saying, yes, now that you did all that work, we want you to have a new Ace of Cups. This is a new emotional, loving beginning. Why? Because this emperor wants a brand new beginning with his Two of Cups. This is divine. It's divine. It's a divine union. It could be a soulmate energy, twin flame energy, but this emperor is saying, you know what? The universe is saying, you did the work. Thank you very much. Get some rest. because now you're going to be reconciling. You're going to have your emotions all will be met. You're going to be stepping into a new loving relationship. And you will have a brand new beginning. Why? Because nothing from your past is coming back to bite you in the butt. And the universe say, yes, now it's time. Yes, this will make maybe like you might have to upset your family or a group of people. It will upset a group of people. Yes, you are aware that your family is not happy about something, or a group of people, could be a group of friends. But you are trying to do the right thing for yourself. You're not living for them. Maybe there is a group of people that are not happy with this Queen of Swords. Why? Because she is cutting through the bullshit and telling the truth. Because she knew the games that this group of people were playing. Anyways, it was a soul contract situation. Maybe a marriage was involved and a group of people got in between it. This Queen of Swords saw saw it all. She cut through the bullshit. She said her piece. But if you are a Queen of Swords, you could be an air sign. Maybe you're not. You don't have to be an air sign, but maybe you're one of God's spiritual warriors. Yes, you fulfilled your contract. You have not severed ties yet. You spoke your truth. You cut through the bullshit, lies, and the immaturity, the games. And now you made a whole group of people very upset. Because why? You're speaking your truth. Because that's what God wanted you to do. God made you a spiritual warrior. And I said it in the beginning of this reading. I'm going to put you through pain so that now you can speak the truth about it. So this group of people might be very unhappy about it, but at the end of the day, they should have tried. If they wanted to be spoken highly of, they should have treated you better. But they didn't. They were laughing behind your back. They were calling you stupid. They were calling you names. They were preying on your downfall. They were envious and jealous of you because of your anointment, your blessings, your favor, the crown that you wear. I don't even think they really know. I don't even think these group of people are even that spiritually woke. What I'm getting is a lot of immaturity, and you had to rise above it. At the end of the day, this group of people played themselves. And they're going to feel the burn. Yeah. Queen of Wands, we're moving along. Queen of Wands. If you are a younger female, maybe you got a new creative spark going on. It could be fire sign energy, don't have to be. Queen of Wands are typically, I always say, sassy and beautiful. You got your sassy pants on, but you got it going on. You're beautiful, you're young, you're vibrant, creative. You need to watch out because someone around you, either you have an addiction problem or someone around you. But anyways, the devil is creeping up behind you. Okay? Oh, you could have a karmic, maybe you are in a karmic soul tie with a Knight of Pentacles. Somebody younger could be Earth sign. Just be careful because when I see the devil, it means there's some toxicity. But when I look at this, someone might walk away from you. It could be a karmic contract, but this person is walking away from you, as you can see. Maybe because, usually when a soul contract is up or a karmic contract is up, the longer you guys, let's say, stick together, the more toxic it gets as the year goes on. Let's say your contract was supposed to be for 5 years. Most soul contracts are 5 years. After 5 years, it probably got really toxic. Anyways, it is a karmic contract, and this Knight of Pentacles is moving forward to a more stable environment. So maybe the two of you just bring out the toxicity in each other. It's not a bad thing. Story's over. You outgrew each other. You learned your lessons. It's time to move on. And he doesn't even need to look any deeper. He's moving on to something more stable. He might even offer you some money, but I don't really feel that. I feel like it is slow moving energy, but I feel like he needs to move forward into something more stable. So the two of you, it's time. It's like time's up. He knows it. I'm getting with the Queen of Wands, I really don't think you care. I feel like you're moving on to something more loyal and more what fits you. All right. Many of you might need to be aware of people being in defense mode. That's Seven of Wands energy. That's somebody being in a defensive state of mode. It could be this Knight of Pentacles. Knights of Pentacles are typically younger people or immature souls, younger souls, knights, you know. Maybe this Knight of Pentacles is in defensive mode because he wants to be stable, so he's trying to protect himself. Maybe he's trying to protect his money. Who knows? But it's all karma. What goes around comes around. We got the Moon energy. Something is hidden. What's hidden? Being taken advantage of. Taking more than giving. So not equal reciprocity. There's no honor amongst thieves. Being taken advantage of. So someone in this situation got taken advantage of, or what's hidden is maybe you need to watch out that someone's coming in to take advantage of you. They want to either steal your time, money, or energy. And they're making it a priority. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So earth signs out there, you might be feeling this. Fire signs might be feeling this energy. Some of you water signs might get a little bit of this. Whoever's making this a priority, like stealing time, money, or energy, don't worry. They're in the Ten of Wands energy. They're fucking struggling. Ten of Wands is struggling, carrying a heavy burden. And it's coming to an end. Number 10 is completing a cycle. Taking advantage of people. What goes around comes around. That's karma. You want to take advantage of people? Guess what? Now the universe is going to make sure every person you meet takes advantage of you. It's basically universal law. All right, we got someone in their ego. King of Wands in reverse. Could be fire sign energy. Doesn't have to be. When I see this, that's narcissistic energy. Someone might be struggling because of a narcissist. At the end of the day, it could be a contract or a marriage, but the contract or marriage, someone is about to hit rock bottom. We got the Ten of Swords, so that's the end of a cycle. 2 tens. Struggling and hitting rock bottom. Why? Because of pride, ego, narcissism, manipulation, gaslighting, stealing, taking advantage of people's. But it completes the cycle, so. Nothing humbles you more than the creator himself or the devil. And when this happens, there won't be any communication. Somebody doesn't want to talk to anybody or make a phone call. Maybe someone tried to call or something, but this is the Page of Wands in reverse. Maybe if this person does have kids, kids ain't going to talk to this person. There will be no communication when this happens. Why? Because this person's being released of everything. This is Nine of Swords energy, being released from everything. Why? So someone can either get a victory or move forward. Can't keep, again, there's no honor amongst these. And what did I say earlier? Something about if you do someone wrong. So basically this week we are going to see that energy. For those who've done good people wrong, you know, that's the karma that's playing out. You will not have a good life for the rest of your life. It's in the Bible. It's in Proverbs. So someone's contemplating moving along into a different energy. Someone is actually trying to release themselves right now from everything. And they want to actually move in with their wish fulfillment. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Once this person moves in with their Ten of Pentacles, their wish fulfillment, they actually complete a cycle. And it becomes a very abundant cycle. The Ten of Pentacles is having it all. That's the money, that's the stability, that's the love, that's the loyalty. Someone has to release themselves from everything if they want to move in with their Ten of Pentacles. Who is the Ten of Pentacles? That's their Empress. So what I get is if these two move in together, they're going to have it all. They're going to have everything. So that is a power couple. An emperor and an empress is a perfect match. That's wish fulfillment. That's the love, that's the loyalty, that's the money, that's the stability. An empress goes through just as much as pain as an emperor does. And she's loving, kind, beautiful, and nurturing. She's a good mom. She takes care of everything and everybody. To be an empress and to be an emperor, you need to be all four queens. You need to master all four queens to be an empress. Just like an emperor, you have to master all four kings to be an emperor. So, because you need to have the wisdom. Anyways, moving along. Empress. If you are an empress or you resonate with this empress card, you have some bad news coming in. What is the bad news for the empress? Some bad news is someone's coming in to travel. Someone's traveling towards you, the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords energy is someone a little immature. You're looking for an emperor, but you got a Knight of Swords coming in. But when a Knight of Swords comes in, they're coming in to speak some sort of truth, okay? They're also ready for battle at that moment too. So this person who's traveling towards you, the bad news is they are coming back to you. They are planning on putting a lot of work and effort in. Why? Because now they can clearly see that if they do not, they will be in the Five of Pentacles energy basically for a very long time. That's feeling left out in the cold. This person put a lot of work and energy leaving you out in the cold. They wanted you with nothing. In fact, this person thought, hey, you probably weren't going to go anywhere. I'm going to leave you in the Five of Pentacles energy. But you know what? You rose above it. You realized, I'm a fucking empress. You're just a goddamn fucking... You're just a knight. That's immature energy. You're looking for an emperor. You're not looking for a knight. But this person is coming in with some truth, and he plans on putting a lot of work and effort in because he can clearly see that you're about to leave his ass out in the cold. He don't like the taste of his own medicine. Yeah, he's got a judgment call. He is under judgment. He made a bad choice, but he has to rewrite it. It's part of his soul contract. He's getting karma for not choosing you, and he should have chose you. Now he's coming in saying, oh wait, I choose you, I fucked up. Because he knows by choosing you, he's gonna be very, very happy. That's the Sun card. That's happiness. I'm also getting with these two cards here that you might be getting information, maybe some bad news. And this person coming in is a friend of someone maybe that you dated or had some sort of situationship with, let's say. The Knight of Swords is, again, it's still immature energy, but this person is coming in, traveling to you because they want to give you some bad news, because they left a King of Pentacles out in the cold, and by giving you this information, it makes them very happy that this person never gave you anything. This is withholding. This is a very selfish man. Knight of Pentacles in reverse could be earth sign energy. Maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe he's not well. Maybe he's got mental issues. The King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is not stable. And this could be a friend coming in, telling you, ooh, okay, sorry. For some reason, every so many minutes, again, I I hope that doesn't mess up my video, but we're going to keep going along because I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to, but so it's definitely someone's trying to block some sort of information coming to you. That's what I'm getting. But this information might come to you from a friend of this person, but this person also knows that he needs to have a heartfelt conversation with you because he knows he fucked up. Okay? So the friend has a motive and wants you to leave this person out in the cold. This person did make a bad choice. He actually was very happy on being selfish, but he didn't realize that he fell into a trap. Now this person does want to come in and give you a heartfelt conversation, and he does want to be truthful and honest. But if you do know someone who's not stable, not like mentally ill, or selfish, maybe they're trying to have a heartfelt conversation with a friend who is trying to be truthful and honest, but the problem is this person is trusting the wrong people, because this person is this King of Swords that's going to come in and talk to this Empress is the Knight of Swords. This person has motives, and this guy don't even know, and he plans on putting this King of Swords plans on putting matters into his own hands. Why? Because he thinks that this Empress is actually an earth angel. So be careful who you tell your business to, because not everyone's for you. This King of Swords could be a air sign energy, doesn't have to be, but could be a fellow, like one of God's warriors. But this guy's being truthful and honest and having a heartfelt conversation with this guy. But at the end of the day, let's say this person had a relationship with him. Well, now you're having a heartfelt conversation with this person. This person plans on coming and telling this earth angel, listen, here's the truth, and I'm going to help you. So, for those who do people wrong, guess what? You got other people trying to make sure, like, yo. So I feel like this is a mess that someone created, and now it's about to get even bigger. So if you are an Empress or an Earth Angel or a Queen of Swords, be careful with the information that you get, because you could be, don't allow yourself to step into someone else's karma or someone else's mess. It's not your mess. Again, go back to the original card. Review your responsibilities. And if you are an Earth Angel, you already know what you're supposed to do, because God will tell you what to do anyways. Queen of Pentacles, if you are an Earth sign, I was going to say an Earth Angel. If you are an Earth Angel, you're my Queen of Pentacles, or a water sign, you might be coming into some money. Queen of Pentacles, you could be an Earth sign, doesn't have to be, but if you resonate with that energy, maybe you're a good businesswoman, you got money on your mind. Be careful. You either got betrayed or someone's coming in to betray you. And you need to say no. So if someone comes in and gives you a dirty offer, you need to say no. This person plans on wasting your time, money, and resources. So yeah, they want to hold on to you, your energy, your time, money. You need to say no, because they just want to betray you. And this person needs to heal. So by you rejecting them, they have to let go and walk away and heal. Okay? So anyways, Nine of Pentacles, ladies out there, if you resonate with this card, self-sufficient, you're single. One more pentacle, you'd have it all. You got some communication coming in, probably by text or email. And when you first glance at it, you might think it's unfair, or make sure you read everything correctly, because I have the Temperance in reverse, okay? Which means something's not clear or something might not be fair. But you will see something very clearly, because it was destined and fated. Everything is going to work out for you, but make sure you read everything thoroughly, okay? Because you're completing a cycle. You're putting an end or a death to a situation. Or somebody died. Maybe they left you something. You do have the strength to move forward because you completed a cycle. Somebody is holding on to a past battle still. And the ones that are holding on to a past battle, they do know it, and they are trying to do some inner work. And it has a lot to do with God. Maybe if you are the Nine of Pentacles, you might get some written communication. You might be ending something and heading to court. So you might have some legal issues coming up. It could be a past battle, but you did the inner work, but there is something that has not been fair to you. God is going to make sure you work together with someone so that it works out for you, okay? God is saying, yes, you will be working together with someone. King of Cups. This is water sign energy. Doesn't have to be, but maybe you're just a man in love. Are you a man in love and you're about to take action and offer love? Yep. You have an inner knowing. You know it. Once you do offer this love, you'll complete a cycle. Yeah, and you do know it. You are aware. You do know that you haven't done anything wrong and you are being divinely guided to offer this love. Aw, that's so sweet. The divine is saying, get the fuck out of your head. You're putting yourself in you're restricting your own self. You're putting yourself in a mental prison. So if you are this King of Cups, the divine is saying, you're restricting yourself. You need to do it. It's go time. The divine is also saying, be careful if you are this King of Cups because somebody is watching you very, very closely. They want to keep you tied down. They don't want you offering this love. But it's a fight that should never have happened. This person is just watching you. I don't feel that you're going to be fighting. And I do feel you will get your wish fulfillment because you got the divine backing you. That's actually a very good reading today. Let's get some clarifiers. So, if you are this King of Cups, let's get the person who's been watching you. Person that is watching you knows that it was a fantasy. They're done hoping. They knew it wasn't love. So they're just watching you. Basically what I'm getting is that they were just codependent on you. It could have been a codependency. It was more of a manipulation tactic or a game, but they do plan on walking away from you, but they are going to watch you to see what your next move is. I also feel like they feel a little guilty. Anything else we need to know? Someone wants to have a conversation, but they feel like it's like talking to the void. That's the card that came out. Like, I want to talk to you. Talking to the void, texting them, but leaving them hanging. So did someone leave you hanging? Now they want to come in and talk. And didn't like the taste of their own medicine, I see. Anyways, let's move on to the dice. Woo! Someone made a big fat mess. And now they want to clean up. Excuse me for a sec. All right. Someone got some information and got smart. Someone needs to get some sleep. Someone needs to take a nap. And if you take a nap, you're going to get a great idea from it. The person that put up a wall is like a little pissed off because this person thought they were privileged. Some people believe that their ego, that narcissism, they made it part of their identity because they feel strong, but in reality, that is a weak child, a weak little boy. Basically, any man that's a narcissist or is basically their inner child is screaming because they didn't get the love that their mom or dad ever gave to them. Someone does want to take a trip. I see that. But the number 12 could be noon, 12 days, 12 o'clock, something in December. Someone's going to get a big life lesson on greed. Dancing with the devil. Someone will not get their wish fulfillment because they didn't follow their path. Someone created a storm and everything's going to fall apart. Taurus says someone's going to give you a gift. You have a gift and a wish fulfillment coming in. But you're being asked to keep it silent. I don't know why. Don't talk or speak about it. You got a gift and a wish fulfillment coming, but don't speak about it, okay? Pisces. I feel like you need to express love this week. And stop worrying about your finances. That came up. Someone is carrying a heavy load because they missed an opportunity now. They chose their family. Yeah, their family's fucked up. Their family tree is upside down. Time is up. I feel like a lot of people are going to get a wish fulfillment this week. Something about your royal bloodlines. An opportunity is definitely coming in this week that's going to change things for the better. Some of you are now becoming the butterfly. Maybe you were the caterpillar, now you're the butterfly. Someone's not driving because either they got their license taken away, maybe a drinking and driving situation. Someone feels like they're losing their penguin, but now they want to drive towards that person now. But they need to figure out who they are first, and they need to be their true authentic selves. And they better come in correct. Otherwise, they're going to lose that opportunity. Yeah, they don't want to be alone. Some of you might need to pray over your homes, or like to keep your home safe. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but like maybe you're like, some people don't have houses, you know, and maybe your stability is what someone is envious or jealous of. Just know, or if you're wishing to, let's say, for a house, you will get it. But the number 3 came out, so your prayers have been heard. You will get that house. Someone is definitely trying to call. I got a phone check. Some of you might be getting a phone call that changes everything. Yeah, it's justice. Someone actually is moving in the right direction, and it's going to bring in balance, justice, and happiness. Some of you are going to definitely get a phone call that changes everything, and it's going to bring balance back into the situation. And it is going to bring in some happiness as well. The games are over, especially if you're a male. Many of you males are finally waking up and walking away from what no longer serves you. I feel like if you don't walk away, you're going to make yourself crazy. Some of you males that, or feminines that built walls, you're making yourself crazy because you're building yourself into this wall. I don't want nobody in. That's so weird. Someone is holding the key. Someone might be getting a key to a new car or a new home. Definitely as a female it is. Someone might be moving in with a child, or a child is moving. Somebody's kid wants to play soccer. You should let them. Someone cannot make their mind up, and because of that, they're making their own self crazy. Someone's getting freedom. What goes around comes around. When it comes to greed, like the spirit of greed, 11 days. Something about 11 days or the number 11 with the money, with the greed. I don't know why. Someone has the key to freedom. Maybe you're being handed a key to freedom. Someone's finally like, okay, your eating habits. Some of you need to fast this week. I did a 3-day fast last week. I'm going to do another one this week. Because I'm freeing up something. Karmic energy. Arizona, Texas, the desert states are definitely significant. But I feel like travel is being delayed at this time. Karma's got to play out. What goes around comes around. Something about the earth. Mother Earth is changing, is becoming a butterfly. We're moving into a new era. Some of you might want to not speak and observe this week, especially when it comes to a child or an immature people. Someone definitely does want to travel. I got the airplane. If you're thinking about taking a trip, take the trip. You only live once. I'm also getting the, like, no. Because someone was an autopilot. Things might, someone causing chaos. It's like a robot causing chaos. I see the robot and flames, like a burst of energy. Some of you fire signs might need to be careful when it comes to travel. Some of you that are on autopilot this week, be careful. Especially if you're driving to work and you're just in autopilot, be careful. I'm also getting, some of you might want to do something nice for someone who's in need. You might be called this week to do something nice for someone. Like you're going to be a wish fulfillment for someone else. Like, I'll just take this as an example. I was working with somebody and she didn't have a lot of money, but I secretly like bought her a pair of shoes. You know, it's something like that. You're going to do something for someone that's in need. And that person cried. And I just didn't want her to be embarrassed. Number 10. 10 is significant. 10 days, completing a cycle. Maybe something happened in October, whatever it is. 10. Ooh, I wanted to do the tarot. So definitely someone has some communication that they want to talk about. But they're with, they know they need, like this person might try to be strategic, but if anybody is trying to be strategic, it's actually not about that. Just come in with the truth. But anyways, let's get one more card and end this beautiful reading. I feel like this week's gonna be a really good week for a lot of you people out there. Definitely someone is trying to hide something. There's a lot of information being withheld. Yeah, we can't have 4. Maybe the number 4 is significant. I feel like maybe somebody's family tree or ancestors could be with you. Pay attention to your dreams and visions this week. Maybe you have a dead loved one trying to give you some things. Hidden you, darkness to light. Either you or someone you know is or is about to undergo an ego death. That makes sense from all the dice. This occurs because we have drifted too far away from our authentic selves and are living lives that are not true to who we are. When we are being who we think we should be and not who we are meant to be, this painful experience that occurs during our spiritual awakening is called the dark night of the soul. This is an intervention that was orchestrated by the universe, God, and the divine as a signal that it is time to get in touch with our deepest selves, revealing what it is we are truly hiding. It is within our pain and our struggles through the strength of our souls that was born on the backs of the moments like these that have brought us to our knees. What is done in the dark always comes to the light. Within the darkness is where it teaches us about our power, strength, and that the light teaches us about humanity, humility, and love. This is one of the most painful healing processes in one's own journey. Space, time, compassion, and patience is needed during this process. When the masks come off, it is never easy. Hidden. Maybe somebody's hiding something from you. Maybe you're hiding something from yourself. This week, darkness to light. That's all I got for everybody. Make sure you stay safe out there. Protect your energy. Definitely do my affirmation if you get a little anxious, or you feel like, like your cortisol levels are too high. Maybe that'll help you. And until we meet again, I want to thank you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Namaste.